Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about something most people overlook but is more powerful than money, talent, or connections. Your energy. Have you ever noticed how some people succeed even with fewer resources or opportunities? It's not luck. It's not just skill. It's the energy they carry, the way they think, the way they act, and the way they move through the world. That energy creates a force around them. People trust them. Opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. Life opens doors for them. And here's the truth most people never realize. Your energy is the real currency that decides the quality of your life. Money can be lost. Status can fade. Looks can change. But strong energy builds a life that keeps rising. If you learn to protect, grow, and manage your energy, you can master everything. In this video, we'll explore 15 powerful parts that will show you exactly how to use your energy wisely, grow it every day, and unlock your true potential. Part 1. Energy is the foundation of your life. Everything in your life begins with energy. Every thought you think, every choice you make, every step you take needs energy. When you open your eyes in the morning, when you speak to someone, when you try to learn something new, when you work toward a dream, and even when you care for the people you love, you are spending energy. But here is the surprising truth. Most people move through life without understanding this. They behave as if their energy is unlimited. They wake up tired, force themselves through the day, and then wonder why life feels heavy and difficult. Many people give away their energy without even realizing it. They spend hours worrying about things they cannot control. They stay around people who complain, argue, or bring constant negativity. They force themselves to stay in situations that make them feel small, stressed, or exhausted. They say yes to things they don't truly want to do. They chase approval, attention, and validation from people who don't even care about their well-being. Every one of these actions drains their energy quietly, slowly, but powerfully. But your life begins to change the moment you understand that energy is your true currency. It is more important than money, more important than education, more important than talent. Because without energy, you cannot use anything else you have. When you finally see that your energy is limited and precious, you start to treat it with respect. You become more careful about where you go, who you spend time with, and what you give your attention to. You stop trying to please everyone. You stop fighting battles that don't matter. You stop wasting your time on things that don't bring growth. And here's the beautiful part. When you invest your energy in the right places, it grows. It multiplies. The more you protect it, the more you have. The more you focus it, the stronger it becomes. And when your energy becomes strong, your life becomes powerful. You wake up with purpose. You move with clarity. You live with intention. Everything starts with energy, because energy is the foundation of your entire life. Part 2. When you feel tired, your spirit is talking to you. There are two kinds of tiredness in life, and it is important to understand the difference. The first kind is physical. This is the tiredness that comes after a long day of work, exercise, or even traveling. It is the tiredness that sleep can fix, that rest can heal. You feel it in your muscles, in your eyes, in the heavy weight of your body. It is normal. It is natural. But the second kind of tiredness is different. This one is deeper, harder to notice, and often ignored. This is emotional or spiritual tiredness. It is not something sleep can fix. It is a signal from your inner self, a quiet message from your spirit telling you that something in your life is draining you. This inner exhaustion can come from many sources. Sometimes it comes from people who take more than they give, people who demand your attention, your time, and your emotions without respect. Sometimes it comes from habits that no longer serve you, habits that keep you stuck, repeating the same mistakes, or taking your energy without giving anything back. Sometimes it comes from your environment, the places you spend time in, the noise around you, the things you allow into your mind and heart. And sometimes, the most invisible source is your own thinking. When your thoughts are constantly critical, fearful, or negative, they silently steal your energy, leaving you drained even when everything else seems fine. Your spirit becomes tired when you live against your truth. When you pretend to be someone you are not, when you follow paths that don't belong to you, or when you chase goals that are not aligned with who you really are, your energy slowly diminishes. That tiredness is your inner compass warning you. It is your spirit trying to communicate. Something needs to change. Ignoring it will not make it go away. Pretending it doesn't exist will only make it grow stronger. The key is to listen. Pay attention to what your tiredness is pointing toward. It is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is not failure. It is guidance. By acknowledging this signal and taking the right actions, you begin to protect your energy. You start to create boundaries, release what no longer serves you, and focus on what truly nourishes your soul. When you honor this tiredness, your energy returns, stronger and more vibrant than ever before. Part 3. Your energy is a reflection of your mind. Everything in your life begins inside your mind. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are not just private experiences. They are the blueprint for your energy. Whatever happens within you becomes visible outside you. If you wake up stressed, worried, or anxious, the world around you immediately feels heavy. Even small tasks become exhausting. Conversations feel strained, and opportunities that come your way may seem impossible to handle. On the other hand, if you wake up with calmness, clarity, or a sense of purpose, your day flows differently. Your energy becomes lighter, more focused, and more powerful. This is because your internal state directly shapes the energy you carry. Think about this for a moment. Two people can face the exact same situation, yet their experiences will be completely different. One person may break under pressure, overwhelmed by fear or doubt. Another person may grow, learning lessons and finding solutions even in the most challenging circumstances. What makes the difference is mindset. The way you perceive, interpret, and respond to events determines whether your energy is consumed or strengthened. Your inner world sets the stage for how the outer world interacts with you. The stronger and more disciplined your mind becomes, the cleaner and more vibrant your energy becomes. Gratitude, focus, positivity, and clarity act like fuel for your energy, while worry, self-doubt, and negative thinking drain it. People around you may not be able to explain why they feel drawn to certain individuals or why they feel uneasy around others, but they sense it. Energy is visible to the world, even when it is invisible to the eye. Your mood, your attitude, your presence, they all carry vibrations that others pick up. When you understand that your energy is a reflection of your mind, you begin to see the power you truly hold. By nurturing your thoughts, protecting your mental space, and consciously shaping your mindset, you take control over the energy you bring into the world. You no longer give your power away to negative influences or unnecessary stress. Instead, you become a beacon of strength, clarity, and positivity. Your energy then becomes not just a reflection of your mind, but a tool that attracts opportunities, builds connections, and creates a life aligned with your deepest intentions. Part 4. Protect your energy like you protect your passwords. Think about how carefully you guard your passwords. You never share them with just anyone. You make them strong, you change them when necessary, and you know that giving them away carelessly can lead to serious consequences. Now consider this. Most people treat their energy completely differently. They allow anyone and everyone to access it, borrow it, or even steal it. They spend their time, attention, and emotions on people and situations that do not serve them. They give away their focus to negativity, drama, or unnecessary conflict. Yet, when it comes to protecting their most precious resource, the energy that fuels their life, they act as if it is unlimited. This is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. Your energy is your personal currency. It is as valuable, if not more valuable, than money, status, or knowledge. And just like you would never let a stranger access your bank account, you should not let anyone freely access your energy. Guard your time. Guard your attention. Guard your peace. Protect the moments of your day when you feel most alive, most focused, and most productive. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not everyone deserves a place in your thoughts, in your emotions, or in your presence. Pay attention to the subtle signals your energy gives you. When someone's presence makes you feel anxious, angry, or drained, do not dismiss it. That feeling is not random. Your energy is giving you information that your mind may overlook. It is your body, your spirit, and your intuition warning you that something is not right. Learning to trust this feeling is essential. It is a sign of self-awareness, self-respect, and wisdom. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary for a powerful and fulfilled life. Every decision you make, every person you allow into your space, and every situation you engage with has an impact on your energy. When you prioritize protecting it, you create boundaries that support your growth, your peace, and your strength. You stop giving away your power and start living intentionally. And the more you respect your energy, the more others will respect it too. It becomes a shield that not only preserves your inner world, but also attracts experiences and people that lift you higher rather than drain you. Part 5. Stop giving your energy to people who don't value it. Energy is a precious currency, yet most people give it away to those who have no respect for it. You have probably met people who seem to take without ever giving back. They call you when they need help, but are nowhere to be found when you need support. They offload their problems, worries, and complaints onto you, yet they never take responsibility for their own lives. These individuals are not necessarily evil or cruel. They may simply be unaware of the impact they have. But the result is always the same. Your energy gets drained, leaving you tired, frustrated, and even resentful. It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that kindness requires sacrifice of your energy. But this is not true. Generosity and compassion are powerful, but they only work sustainably when balanced with self-respect. You cannot help everyone. You cannot save everyone. No matter how strong, loving, or caring you are, there is a limit to the energy you can give. Every moment, every thought, every emotion you expend on people who do not value it is energy lost forever. That energy could have been invested in your goals, in your growth, or in relationships that uplift you. When someone consistently drains you, it is not selfish to distance yourself. It is survival. Survival of your dreams, your well-being, and your life purpose. Sometimes cutting ties or creating boundaries is the healthiest choice you can make. It is not a failure to walk away. It is a conscious act of preserving your life force. When you stop giving your energy to those who do not value it, something extraordinary happens. You begin to feel lighter. You regain clarity. Your mind becomes sharper, and your emotions are no longer chaotic. You start to see opportunities and people who truly belong in your life. Your energy is now available to fuel your dreams, not to fill the emptiness of others. You begin to understand that life flows in proportion to the energy you keep for yourself and the energy you spend wisely. People who appreciate, inspire, and support you will naturally gravitate toward your energy. In short, your life changes the moment you stop pouring your currency into accounts that never give you a return. This is the secret to living powerfully, intentionally, and without regret. Part 6. Your energy changes. When your environment changes. Your environment is more than a backdrop to your life. It is a living force that shapes your energy. Look closely at where you spend your time, the home you live in, the people you interact with, the conversations you have, the media you consume. Every single element sends signals to your mind and body that either lift your energy or drain it. A cluttered, chaotic room, constant noise, or stressful surroundings slowly sap your vitality, even if you don't notice it at first. Similarly, toxic friends or coworkers who complain, criticize, or bring drama into your life act like energy vampires, slowly eroding your inner power. Many people feel trapped, hopeless, or unmotivated, not because they are weak, but because their environment does not support them. They remain in a place that constantly steals their energy, and over time, they begin to accept this depletion as normal. Changing your environment, even slightly, can have an enormous effect on your energy. A clean, organized space instantly creates a sense of calm and clarity. Listening to music that uplifts you, spending time with friends who inspire and motivate you, and creating routines that nurture your mind and body all contribute to the restoration of energy. Energy needs space to grow, and when you give it that space, it expands naturally. Even small, consistent changes add up. By creating an environment that supports your growth, you remove unnecessary drains and allow your focus, creativity, and vitality to flourish. Your surroundings also send subtle messages that shape your mindset. When you live in spaces filled with negativity, disorganization, or stress, your energy reflects those conditions. But when you place yourself in spaces that foster inspiration, positivity, and calm, your energy aligns with growth, clarity, and possibility. Energy does not exist in isolation. It flows and adapts according to the cues it receives from your environment. The better the environment, the stronger your energy, and the more capable you become of tackling challenges, achieving goals, and attracting experiences that match your inner strength. In this way, changing your environment is not just a physical act. It is a strategic move to reclaim your energy and empower every part of your life. Part 7. What you give your attention to shapes your energy. Attention is one of the most powerful forces in your life. Every thought, every focus, every glance carries weight. Whatever you focus on repeatedly grows stronger within you. If your attention is directed toward problems, difficulties, or negativity, your energy becomes heavy, pessimistic, and fatigued. You start to see obstacles everywhere, and even small challenges feel overwhelming. Conversely, when you focus on opportunities, growth, and solutions, your energy shifts. You become more hopeful, proactive, and empowered. This is why two people can face the same challenge, yet one succumbs to stress while the other thrives. The difference is not luck. It is where attention is directed. In today's world, attention is under constant attack. Social media, news cycles, toxic conversations, and endless distractions consume enormous amounts of energy. Many people do not realize that by scrolling through negativity, gossip, or fear-driven content, they are voluntarily giving away their energy. They wonder why they feel exhausted, anxious, or unmotivated. Yet the root cause is simple. Their attention has been hijacked by low-energy sources. Rising above this requires discipline and awareness. You don't rise by accident. You rise by intention. What you choose to focus on shapes your internal energy, and in turn, shapes the external reality you create. Energy follows attention. This means that wherever you place your focus, energy will flow. If you spend hours thinking about what you lack, you drain yourself. If you spend hours focusing on your growth, learning, and contribution, you empower yourself. Attention is the gateway to energy, and controlling it is the gateway to freedom. By consciously deciding where to place your attention, you reclaim your energy from distractions, negativity, and unnecessary drains. You begin to live intentionally, invest in your life, and build momentum toward your goals. Every choice you make about where to focus determines the quality, power, and clarity of your energy. In short, mastering your attention is mastering your energy, which is mastering your life. Part 8. You attract what matches your energy. Life does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. Your external reality is a reflection of your internal energy. If your energy is low, chaotic, or inconsistent, you attract situations, people, and experiences that mirror that state. You may want success, happiness, or clarity, but if your energy is scattered or weak, life delivers challenges, confusion, and low-quality opportunities. On the other hand, when your energy is strong, focused, and clear, you attract experiences that match that frequency. People who are aligned with your values, opportunities that reflect your goals, and circumstances that enhance your growth naturally gravitate toward you. Energy is like a magnet, and it always pulls toward itself what is compatible. This is why working on yourself is far more important than working solely on goals. Goals are external, but energy is internal. Strengthen your energy, and the world responds. Improve your mindset, increase your clarity, and raise your vibration, and life will begin to align with your efforts. You cannot force success or force people to match your level of energy. But you can elevate yourself, and everything around you will begin to change as a natural consequence. Your energy determines not only what you attract, but also how you navigate life. Strong energy creates resilience, confidence, and the ability to seize opportunities. Weak energy invites stagnation, indecision, and low-quality experiences. The truth is, energy is the ultimate currency of life. Money, knowledge, and status are all secondary. They are tools, not the source. When you prioritize cultivating high-quality energy, everything else flows more easily. Your relationships improve, your opportunities expand, and your goals become achievable. As your energy rises, the quality of your life rises alongside it. When you evolve internally, the world evolves externally. This is the power of energy. It is not just a resource to spend. It is the force that shapes your entire reality, attracting exactly what matches your inner state. Part 9. Energy is built through daily habits. Your energy is not something that magically appears or is gifted to you. It is built, nurtured, and sustained through the small, consistent actions you take every day. Your habits shape the quality of your energy far more than rare moments of inspiration or occasional bursts of motivation. Consider this: waking up late, scrolling endlessly through social media, comparing yourself to others, eating poorly, complaining, or avoiding your responsibilities all chip away at your energy. Each time you give your attention to negativity, procrastination, or distractions, you withdraw from your energy bank. Over time, these choices compound, leaving you drained, unmotivated, and reactive rather than proactive. These are habits that silently rob you of your vitality. On the other hand, deliberate, positive habits have the opposite effect. Waking up early gives you a sense of control over your day and starts your energy on a strong note. Reading and learning stimulate your mind, expanding your thoughts and increasing your focus. Journaling allows you to process emotions, clarify intentions, and release mental clutter. Exercise invigorates your body, improving circulation, mood, and stamina. Meditation and moments of solitude restore inner peace and balance, allowing your energy to flow without friction. Eating nutritious food nourishes both body and mind, giving you the physical fuel necessary to maintain high energy. Every decision you make either deposits energy into your life or withdraws it, and the cumulative effect of these daily choices determines how powerful, focused, and vibrant you feel. High energy is not a trait reserved for a lucky few. It is not about being naturally enthusiastic or extroverted. High energy is a lifestyle, a conscious investment in yourself. Every action, thought, and habit either builds or diminishes the energy that drives your life. When you start paying attention to your daily routines, you begin to see the invisible energy transactions happening every hour. The coffee you drink, the social media you consume, the words you speak, the people you spend time with. All of it matters. Small, consistent habits create an energy reserve that allows you to show up fully for your goals, relationships, and dreams. To cultivate this energy, you must be intentional. You must assess which habits lift you and which habits deplete you. Protect your time, your mind, and your focus. Replace low-energy habits with high-energy alternatives. When you do this consistently, energy becomes your natural state. You move through life with clarity, resilience, and enthusiasm. Your habits are the architecture of your energy, and the life you build is the reflection of how well you manage this most precious currency. Part 10. Silence heals your energy. Silence is often misunderstood in modern life. Many see it as emptiness, boredom, or even a sign of weakness. In truth, silence is one of the most powerful tools for restoring and strengthening your energy. When life becomes overwhelming, when responsibilities, worries, and distractions pile up, silence allows you to return to yourself. It gives your mind and spirit space to breathe, space to process, and space to heal. In silence, you can hear your intuition clearly, recognize your true feelings, and understand the emotions that influence your energy. It is in these quiet moments that clarity is born, and your inner strength is reinforced. Most people avoid silence because it forces them to confront their own thoughts. They fear the feelings and truths that emerge when there is no noise to distract them. Yet avoiding silence comes at a cost. The mind remains cluttered, energy becomes scattered, and emotional fatigue builds up over time. When you learn to sit in quiet reflection, even for a few minutes a day, you give your energy the opportunity to reset. Think of silence as a reset button for your inner system. Just as your phone or computer needs to reboot to perform optimally, your mind needs stillness to restore clarity and focus. Silence also strengthens self-awareness. When you stop external distractions and turn inward, you begin to notice which people, situations, and habits energize you and which deplete you. You learn to listen to your intuition rather than reacting impulsively to the demands of the outside world. This awareness allows you to make choices that preserve your energy rather than squander it. Silence is a sanctuary where energy can gather, expand, and heal. It is the secret to maintaining high vibrational energy in a world that constantly demands attention and drains focus. Incorporating silence into your life does not require long retreats or extreme practices. Simple habits, like 5 minutes of quiet meditation in the morning, a walk without your phone, or intentional pauses between tasks, can profoundly restore your energy. Over time, silence becomes more than a tool. It becomes a lifestyle that strengthens your presence, sharpens your mind, and replenishes your spirit. When your inner world is quiet, your energy becomes clear, focused, and magnetic. Silence heals not only your mind but also your life, creating the foundation for energy that can be consciously directed toward your goals, relationships, and purpose. Part 11. Your energy decides how people treat you. Energy communicates far more than words ever can. Before you speak a single sentence, people feel the energy you radiate. If your energy is insecure, hesitant, or weak, others may sense it and take advantage of it. If your energy is desperate or needy, people may subconsciously ignore or dismiss you. Conversely, when your energy is confident, composed, and strong, it commands respect, sets boundaries, and naturally attracts positive attention. This is the silent language of life. The understanding that the energy you carry influences every interaction, every relationship, and every opportunity. Most people spend years trying to demand respect, seeking it from others through words, achievements, or appearances. Yet respect is rarely given in response to demand. It is attracted to energy. When you strengthen your energy, you no longer need to convince, argue, or prove yourself. Your presence alone communicates your value. Confident energy tells people that you are in control, that your boundaries matter, and that your time and attention are not cheap. Weak energy, on the other hand, communicates uncertainty, confusion, or scarcity, and people respond accordingly. Your energy sets the tone for every interaction, shaping how others perceive and treat you. The most effective way to influence how people treat you is not through manipulation or authority, but through intentional cultivation of your energy. By developing self-discipline, emotional clarity, and focus, you naturally radiate strength. By protecting your time, attention, and emotional space, you demonstrate the value you place on yourself. When you consistently manage your energy, you stop begging for validation, approval, or recognition. Instead, you attract the respect, attention, and relationships that match your level of energy. People respond to the frequency you carry, and the higher your energy, the more your life aligns with the outcomes, opportunities, and connections you desire. In essence, energy is the unspoken currency of influence. It decides the quality of your interactions and the respect you receive. By consciously strengthening your energy, you transform the way the world responds to you. You no longer ask for respect, you radiate it. You no longer chase attention, you command it. And you no longer live reacting to others. You live intentionally, empowered by the energy you generate within. Part 12. Your energy is your responsibility. No one else is responsible for your energy, motivation, or mood. Many people spend years waiting for someone else, a mentor, a friend, a partner, to inspire them, lift them, or give them the drive to succeed. Yet waiting for external forces to restore your energy is like waiting for rain in the desert. It rarely comes, and if it does, it is unpredictable. Your energy is yours alone, and it is your responsibility to generate, manage, and sustain it. Waiting for others to lift you or validate you only keeps you dependent and powerless. True power comes when you take ownership of your energy. Taking responsibility for your energy requires discipline. It requires awareness of the habits, thoughts, and choices that either nourish or deplete you. It requires a commitment to creating routines that strengthen your body, mind, and spirit. It means waking up with purpose, focusing on meaningful work, and protecting your time and attention from drains. It also means confronting your own limiting beliefs, fears, and negative patterns, rather than blaming circumstances or people for how you feel. Only when you accept that you are in control of your energy can you begin to direct it consciously toward growth, productivity, and fulfillment. Your energy is fueled by purpose, habits, and intentional focus. No one else can fully energize you, motivate you, or give you the drive to pursue your dreams. People can support you, but they cannot save you. They can inspire you, but they cannot replace the work you must do internally. Generating your own energy allows you to show up consistently, even when challenges arise, even when external validation is absent. It builds resilience, independence, and self-mastery. Once you take full responsibility for your energy, life changes. You are no longer at the mercy of other people's moods, circumstances, or distractions. You become the architect of your own vitality, the manager of your own currency, and the director of your life. Energy becomes not just a resource, but a source of freedom, power, and influence. The moment you stop blaming, stop waiting, and start managing your energy, you unlock the potential to live with intention, strength, and unstoppable momentum. Part 13. Negative energy teaches you what to fix. Negative energy is often feared, avoided, or suppressed. Most people see it as a sign that something is wrong or that they are failing. But in reality, negative energy is a messenger, a guide, and sometimes the clearest signal that change is needed. Every emotion carries information, and negative emotions are no exception. When you feel anxious, nervous, or restless, it is your inner self signaling that something is misaligned. There may be a decision you are avoiding, a situation that is beyond your control, or a part of yourself that needs attention. Anxiety is energy trying to draw your focus to what requires awareness and adjustment. Similarly, when you feel anger, it is rarely random. Anger often emerges when your boundaries are crossed, when someone disrespects your time, space, or values, or when you are tolerating conditions that do not serve your growth. Instead of seeing anger as a problem, recognize it as a compass pointing to areas that need protection, assertiveness, or change. Sadness, grief, or disappointment also carry vital information. They reveal wounds that have not yet healed, losses that have not been processed, or expectations that need adjustment. Emotion is energy, and every emotional state communicates a message about your inner world. Avoiding negative energy may provide temporary relief, but it prevents you from addressing the root cause and growing stronger. Instead, learn to pause, reflect, and ask meaningful questions. What is this feeling trying to teach me? What in my life needs to change, heal, or be released? By treating negative energy as feedback rather than punishment, you shift from victimhood to mastery. Listening to negative energy with honesty cultivates self-awareness, resilience, and clarity. It trains you to recognize patterns, set boundaries, and make decisions aligned with your true self. Every emotion, even the uncomfortable ones, is an opportunity to refine your energy and improve your life. The moment you stop ignoring, suppressing, or fearing negative energy, it transforms from a source of frustration into a tool for growth. It becomes an instrument for understanding yourself better, correcting your course, and strengthening your presence in the world. By embracing the lessons hidden in negative energy, you learn to manage your emotional currency wisely, conserve your vitality, and build the clarity, focus, and strength necessary to live a powerful life. Negative energy is not the enemy. It is a teacher that points you toward what needs fixing, what requires attention, and what can be transformed into wisdom and strength. Part 14. Your energy can transform your future. Many people believe that success comes solely from skill, intelligence, or luck. While these factors play a role, there is a deeper, often overlooked element: energy. The energy you bring into every moment, every decision, and every action shapes the outcomes you experience. When your energy is clear and focused, your mind works more effectively, your judgment improves, and you make better decisions. Clarity of energy allows you to see opportunities others miss, take decisive action, and avoid distractions that waste your time and focus. It is not just effort that determines success. It is the quality and consistency of the energy behind your effort that multiplies results. Strong energy also fuels consistency. Even when challenges arise, when motivation wanes, or when obstacles seem insurmountable, high energy sustains persistence. It is the force that keeps you moving forward, day after day, project after project, step after step. Weak energy, on the other hand, results in inconsistency, procrastination, and surrender to difficulties. Your energy sets the pace and the power behind your actions. It allows you to follow through, Maintain focus and persist until your efforts bear fruit. Positive energy attracts opportunities. People respond to your energy even before they hear your words or see your work. When your energy is vibrant, composed, and aligned, doors open, connections form, and collaborations happen naturally. Your environment responds to the frequency you radiate, bringing experiences, people, and possibilities that match your internal state. This is why personal growth, mindset, and energy management are more important than chasing skills or shortcuts. They determine the quality of what you attract. If you want to change your life, start with your energy. Small shifts in how you think, how you act, and how you protect your energy compound over time. Waking up with focus, practicing gratitude, directing attention intentionally, and maintaining habits that energize you may seem minor at first. Yet these small daily choices create a powerful ripple effect. The energy you carry today shapes your decisions tomorrow, which shapes the opportunities you receive, which ultimately shapes your future. Your energy is not just a resource, it is the architect of your life. When you intentionally cultivate it, protect it, and direct it toward your goals, your future transforms. The life you desire is a reflection of the energy you bring into each day, proving that energy, more than anything else, determines the path, the possibilities, and the reality you create. Final words. Protect your energy, and your life will rise. Your energy is your most valuable currency. It is far more powerful than money, status, or even talent because it determines how you show up in every area of your life. It can make you feel unstoppable, focused, and alive. Or it can leave you exhausted, drained, and stuck. The choice of how to use your energy is entirely yours. Spend it wisely. Invest it in people who appreciate your presence, who lift you instead of draining you. Channel it toward dreams that excite you, that challenge you to grow, and that align with your true purpose. Protect it from negativity, drama, and doubt. Do not allow situations or people that do not serve your growth to steal your currency. Every moment you give your energy is a moment that builds your life or diminishes it. Building and maintaining high energy requires deliberate habits. Feed your mind with knowledge, your body with movement, and your spirit with reflection. Guard your attention as carefully as you guard your most important resources. At English Achieve, we often remind our viewers that energy flows where attention goes. This means the more conscious you are of where you place your focus, the more control you have over your energy, and therefore over your life. When your energy is clear, strong, and intentional, life begins to respond. The right people appear, opportunities flow naturally, and the path forward becomes unmistakably clear. Remember this fundamental truth. You do not need to force anything when your energy is aligned. When your energy rises, everything in your life rises with it. Protect your energy. Grow your energy. Honor your energy. Treat it as the powerful currency it is because it is the foundation of your success, your happiness, and your fulfillment. The moment you master this, you become unstoppable. Your life shifts from reaction to creation, from struggle to flow, from waiting to thriving. Energy is not just a part of your life. It is the key to transforming it completely. Guard it, nurture it, and use it wisely, and you will rise to levels you never imagined possible.